Hi everyone, my name is Arsum, and today I am going to talk a bit about what Chrome extensions are and the project and what I've learned through working on this project of AI Autotab Complete. So to start off, what are Chrome extensions? Why are they useful? And then I'll talk about an example, right? So Chrome extensions are essentially small programs that you can install in your browser and they add custom functionality to your browser, right? So think of it as a small piece of code that can help you manipulate web pages, automate tasks, and just provide new features and functionality for you, right? And what we're going to build in this project is a tab complete. I'll talk about that in a bit. So they are super useful because you can personalize them and you can essentially add features. To illustrate this, I made initially a very simple extension, a hello world extension. And what this does is, if I show you, so you can do this yourself as well. If you just go to this link, it's a Chrome introduction, and you can start from here. And so if you go through this tutorial, you'll end up with these four files, right? Uh, and you can see from here that this is the extension I'm talking about, hello extension, right? And you can add this to your browser. So let me show you how to first add it. So this is where you'll have the extension. So you can go here and you can see all of your extensions right now over here. And so you click on this, right? So add it over there. So you can always see it. And then if you click on this, it shows this. And this is really just all my extension does in this case. But that's how you add a Chrome extension, right? To your browser, in this case, Chrome. And so this is a basic demo, right? You can always like obviously expand this and add layers and layers of functionality upon this. But I wanted to make it a point to understand it fundamentally. And so you need an HTML file and you need this manifest.json file, which is going to basically have all of your functionality essentially. All right, so now we have an example, we know how it works. So what is this project about? This project, and really our goal is to provide AI generated autocomplete suggestions, right? So think about when you're using Gmail and when you're typing in, you're going to see like you're midway in the sentence and you're going to see like a light gray shade of text coming where like the system is suggesting to you what the sentence could be, right? And if you click right arrow or if you click tab, then you can like literally just like copy all of that text onto your thing. Or you could just reject the suggestion. And if you accept it, you can also like remove it by doing Control Z, Command Z, right? So we want to build that thing, but not just for emails, for all of the typing on your web browser, right? So it should work on all websites. And so we really want to make it universal, right? In this sense. And so yeah, that's basically what this project is. So it's kind of like simple in the idea, but there's a lot of edge cases, and I just feel like this is a very interesting project, and I have made some progress, but I'm excited to continue on this. So let's go into it, and let's talk about what some of the files in this setup are going to be, right? So we obviously talked about manifest.json, so we're going to have this, and we already have this, right? I have this on my GitHub. Then we're gonna have this package JSON file, and we're gonna have a webpack.config.js file, right? These just tell us like how our code is like bundled basically, like what stuff do we need to download and like other stuff like that. Manifest is really just gonna like be the main file for our Chrome extension. All right. And then once you run npm build, you can download these actually from my GitHub as well. You're gonna get this folder in your files, which this folder is what you're gonna add into your extensions over here, right? So when you go over here, you're gonna add this to over here. And the way you do it is you basically go to load unpacked and you're gonna add stuff. And you have to like turn on developer mode here. So you're literally developing the browser. All right. And SRC is basically where all of our I would say the body of our stuff is, right? So it's gonna have like, a bunch of JS and like CSS files, right? So and like there's gonna be like 4 or 5 of them. So there's gonna be some stuff here, and then there's gonna be a public folder, which is gonna have like some other stuff. All right, um, so let's see. So how it works, right? So we talked about the file structure, what's gonna happen, right? So basically you're gonna have a content.js file, and this is gonna be in your SRC folder. This file is really just going to detect text inputs. So it's going to be seeing what you're typing, and this is going to be integrated with the manifest.json. So those files, the main file, and then the content.js file inside of the SRC, they're going to be interacting. And this is going to send the data to like an API, right? Because we're using like some sort of large language model, and it's going to take the part of the sentence that we already typed out, and it's going to go over there. It's going to receive a suggestion. It's going to overlay it. What that means, it's going to display the suggestion to us in our sentence, and then if you press tab, we're going to add that functionality for it to be accepted, right? So super cool again, like, and obviously this is just like high level, right? This is bird's eye view. Of course, there's like a lot of edge case and a lot of other stuff that we need to think about. So yeah, that said, what's coming next? I have to work on this content.js file right now. I have to like do the API stuff, the endpoints, all that stuff needs to be done. Um, the content of CSS file also has to be worked upon. This ghost text basically is just talking about like the shade of gray that you're gonna have. So we have to like make sure that ends up happening as well. And once that ends up happening, like that would be really significant. And then the last step would probably just be to test it on email, Google, perhaps even like YouTube, and like yeah, essentially we would want it to work anywhere on the browser. If you're typing something, we just want to have AI help us with like auto complete the sentence. If we can do that, that would be super significant. Once again, I'm excited, super excited to work further on this, and I really love sharing this with you guys. And thank you for watching this. And I'll very soon be releasing a complete version of this as well. Until then, goodbye and take care.